Today is September the 8th, 2011, and the last video that you had seen right before this one, which was video 26 of the Gregg Shorthand series, if you notice it was cut off abruptly at the end. I actually had to edit it to cut off abruptly like that because when I played it back before putting it online, I noticed that the sound had went out towards the end, so I think that was because I needed more space on my hard drive, so I hope to get an external hard drive here soon. But I had to erase some files and pictures and stuff to make room for to be able to post some more videos until I can get one. I thank you all for your emails that you've been sending. That's been encouraging. And I would also like to explain one thing to some of you where the question might have arisen. There are times that some of you get a vision of me when I have to maybe get up or go do something here in the house during a lesson, and you see this hat that I wear backwards. I'm not trying to be a skateboard, one of these young boys that's riding a skateboard. They usually wear a hat like I wear backwards. That's a welding cap, and some of these caps I bought over 30 years ago. Welders wear these hats because when we weld, it keeps the fire off of our hair, and it also helps keep it from going down in our ears when the sparks are flying. So if you see me wearing that hat and you think it's kind of a little weird and crazy, that's really why I wear that hat. Whenever you see a grown-up like myself wear a hat like this, chances are they're a welder. If not full-time, part-time anyway. And so now, because I wore a hat for so long, I'm a little addicted to wearing one. But that's what the hat's about. But anyway, I'm going to try to take off where the last video left off. And I thank you for your patience. And it encourages me to see that more and more people are tuning in to see the video series. And I noticed that now there's over 1,400 people just on the first introductory video alone. So that really encourages me to keep teaching, and I do want to finish out the course. So let me try to take up now where I left off last time. Okay, where I left off last time was basically with a sentence that I'm going to write out in longhand. Then I'm going to do it in shorthand. Then we're going to connect some of the words together because we're still continuing on connecting words and gaining speed. Okay. This sentence is going to be Michael will not say whether he can come to meetings on Saturday night. Michael will not say whether he can come to meetings on Saturday night. That's a long sentence. Michael will not say, okay, Michael will not say whether he can come to meetings Saturday night. Now, as you see, it's really taken a while to write this sentence out. I'm going to have to write night down here. You won't be able to see it just yet. I'll have to lift up the board. Okay, now let's look at this a little bit. Let me straighten out the board somewhat. Oh, it's my camera. Okay, let me straighten out the camera somewhat. There we go. Okay, Michael will not say whether he can come to meetings on Saturday night. Okay, now Michael, you can write that word Michael two ways. You can write M-I with a K under it, or you can write it all in one continuous stroke pretty much. And I guess it seems like I'm a little disorganized here. I haven't been up and awake long. And I was looking for my eraser here. Let's see. Or you can write Michael like this, M-I-K-L. And it's just as fast because you can keep your pen down. Okay, now let's look at this. Okay, Michael. Okay, Will. And actually, because I didn't want to run into the other alphabet, this is like an L. Will not say whether he can come to meetings on Saturday night. Okay, now you see how quick that is. I didn't have to write all this out. Michael was just M-I-K-L, and I had to kind of erase the L to keep it from running into the other. Will is just an L. Not is just an N. Say is just S-A. Now the word weather is W-E-T-H. That is the word weather in Gregg Shorthand. He is H-E. The dot is the H because it's above the alphabet. Can is just a K. Come is K-M. To is T-U. Meetings is M-E-T with a detached S. When it's I-N-G-S, you put a detached S under the last alphabet. And on is just O-N. Saturday is S-A-T. But notice these little marks right under here. Notice those little marks. They look like equal marks, but instead of being straight, they're like a little slant. That is how in Gregg Shorthand, when you're writing something, you're denoting that the word above those little slanted upward equal signs, the first alphabet of that word is going to be capitalized. And that's how you denote that in shorthand. And night, the word night is just N-I-N-I-T. That's the word night. Okay. Now I'm going to erase all this, and I'm going to write it out in shorthand again. And then I'm going to write it out in shorthand connecting a bunch of the words. Okay? Okay. I do appreciate the emails that some of you have been sending, letting me know how you're enjoying the course. I'm sure a lot of people thought like I did when they first started this, that there wasn't as much as there is to Gregg Shorthand. But you have to remember every word that you have ever uttered in your life or can utter or will be able to utter in the future can actually be wrote in Gregg Shorthand. Okay. I think a lot of people have the impression before they start that shorthand might look like our English language somewhat, where we just put down just a few alphabets instead of writing the whole word. But as you see, it's an artistic scrolling language all in itself. Okay, Michael will not say whether he can come to meetings on Saturday night. Okay, let me just write it out in shorthand, okay? Michael will not say whether he can come to meetings on Saturday night. Okay, that's it. That was a whole lot quicker than writing all those words out a while ago. Michael, M-I-K-L. Will is just an L. N not. Say, S-A. Weather, W-E-T-H. He, H-E. Can, which is just a K in shorthand. Come, K-M. To, T-U. Meetings, M-E-T with a detached S. And then you have on, O-N. Saturday, S-A-T. And remember, whenever you have like a little equal sign, but it's on a slant upward, that denotes that the first alphabet to the word that it's under is capitalized. And night is just simply N-I-T. Now, N-I-T would stand for the word N-I-G-H-T plus K-N-I-G-H-T. See, we save all those alphabets by just N-I-T, because we're just going after the sound. Okay, now I'm going to piece a lot of these words together. And then I want to show you something that it's dawned on me since I wrote the word Saturday that I've never showed you all before, and that's all 7 days of the week, how you write them in Gregg Shorthand. Okay, I'm going to show you that in just a moment. How you write all 7 days of the week in Gregg Shorthand. Okay, now, Michael will not say whether he can come to meetings on Saturday night. Okay, now let's piece it together. Michael will not say whether he can come, okay, whether he can come to meetings on Saturday night. Okay? Now I need to put a little detached S. The reason why I paused right here, I didn't really want to lift my pen up to put the S, and I was thinking, well, should I, shouldn't I? So I decided to write it on out and then just come back and put the S. Okay. Now, Michael, M-I-K-L, will, there's your L, not, say, S-A, whether, W-E-T-H, he is H-E, there's your K for can, come, K-M, okay, T-U, to, M-E-T, and there's your detached S, meetings, on, O-N, Saturday, S-A-T, night, N-I-T. Now, once again, some of you are probably saying I'd rather just separate my words instead of piecing them together. And I really kind of think piecing words together is more for those who've been doing shorthand for quite some time, because for some, it's going to be hard for them to reread it back until they've really been at shorthand for a while. Okay. Now, I'll show you how to do all 7 days of the week in Gregg Shorthand. Monday is in. Well, I think, you know what, I think I'm running out of black ink. Let me get another black ink pen here. Let me get another black ink pen. Okay. Now, Monday is just M-U-N, Tuesday, T-U-S, Wednesday, W-E-N, Thursday, T-H-R-S, Friday is F-R-I, Saturday is S-A-T, and Sunday is S-N. Okay? Just S-N. Okay. This is Monday, M-U-N, Tuesday, T-U-S, Wednesday, W-E-N, Thursday, T-H-R-S, Friday, F-R-I, Saturday, S-A-T, Sunday, S-N. Now, if you're writing one of these as the day of the week in a discourse or any dictation you're taking down, it would be good to, if you've got the time to, is to actually put these little quotation marks on a slant underneath the last alphabet, and I'm going to tell you why. Because, and that will denote that since the first alphabet of all these words are capitalized, that you're dealing with one of the days of the week. Because let's look at this. First of all, the word W-E-N, that can actually be for the word win, W-I-N, because that's how you would write the word win, is W-I-N. But when you put those little quotation marks on a slant upward, that denotes that the W there is going to be capitalized. Now, it is true, you could have wrote win, and you can write it down here like this too. You can write Wednesday like this. You can write E-N with the little N under it, and that's going to be W-E-N also. But when it comes to the day of the week, I like to write it like this, W-E-N. Okay. Also, Saturday. That can be the word sat, S-A-T. That could be the word sat, S-A-T, in Gregg Shorthand also. That can be the word sat, S-A-T. So when you put those little bitty quotation marks on a slant upward, you're denoting that that's one of the days of the week. So this is Monday, M-U-N, Tuesday, T-U-S, Wednesday, W-E-N, Thursday, T-H-R-S, Friday, F-R-I, Saturday, S-A-T, Sunday, S-N. Okay? And of course, you can see how much more quicker that would be than writing out the word Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I mean, this is a whole lot quicker. A whole lot quicker. Okay, now we looked at this last sentence, and I'm getting close to coming to an end on this portion here, and probably the next video we may just go ahead and jump into the letter Q. Let's look at the next sentence. I cannot make a decision at this time. I cannot make a decision at this time. I can not make a decision at this time. Okay. Now, let's see here. I cannot make a decision at this time, and I'm sorry it's kind of slanted a little bit. My camera actually keeps turning. I don't know what the issue is here and why that happens, but okay. I cannot make a decision at this time. Now watch this. I can not make a decision at this time. See how much more quicker that is? I, K for can, not, N for not, make, M-A-K. A is like a little slanted egg, Decision is D for the D-E, that's just D, S-E-T-I-O-N. At is just a T. Remember the words at and it are just a T. This is like T-H-S. That looks like a U. And that's why usually when you write the word you or this, you have to look at the word before it when you reread your notes to make sure whether it's a you or a this. And the word time is just T-I-M. If you remember on the lines, T-I-M is one of the strokes from bottom all the way to the top. And if you made that stroke from the top all the way to the bottom, you would have the alphabet of B. Okay, and of course some of you will remember that the same stroke here from bottom to top, that could be T-E-M, D-A-M, D-E-M, it stands for a number of word beginnings, but you could pretty well know which word it stands for by looking at the context of your sentence when you're reading it back. Okay, now let me write that word, and I'm going to piece every one of those words together. Every one of them is going to be pieced together. Okay. And the sentence was, I cannot make a decision at this time. Okay. I cannot make a decision at this time. That's it. I can not. Now, since an N was running into an M, when that ever happens, you just bring a little fish hook back. And then you go on with your M. And that denotes, by coming down just a little hair right there, that this is where that alphabet ends, which is a straight line, which is an N. And this other straight line is going to be an M. But if I wouldn't have put that little fish hook there, it would have looked like one great big M. So this is I can not, come down a little bit, and make, M-A-K, A, D-S-I-T-I-O-N, decision, at, T-H-I-S, this, time, T-I-M. If you remember, at this time, at that time, that is a phrase that's used in courtrooms quite a bit. And in Gregg Shorthand, that's how court reporters piece those words together. At this time, at that time, or at the time. So those are very quick strokes to get those words out. I hate to see that. It looks like I'm running out of ink in this one too. So let me kind of maybe go back to the other one and see if I'm going to do any better. I guess I need to buy a handful of these markers because they don't seem to last too long. Okay, I could not make a decision at this time. Was that sentence? Okay, now let's look at the next sentence, and it's going to be wrote all together also. Okay, the next sentence is, at this very moment I will not be able. At this very moment I will not be able. If someone was to ask me, can you come to the meeting right now? They might reply, at this very moment I will not be able. Okay, so let's look at that sentence. At this very moment okay, I will not be able. Okay, at this very moment I will not be able. Watch this. At this very moment I will not be able. Okay? That is at, which is just a simple T. This is your TH, and you come back with an S. Very, VE. Moment is just M. I shouldn't have had a little open space there. M-O-M-E-N-T. If you remember any word in Gregg Shorthand, not any word, but a lot of words that end with just an M, such as apartment or department. Oh, you weren't able to see that. Okay, let me see here. Since the word apartment, A-P-T-M-E-N-T, D-P-T-M-E-N-T. So a lot of words that end with M actually are words that end with M-E-N-T. I will not, there's your B, and able, A, B, and L. Okay. Now, I'm going to hook all these words together. Hook them all together. And let's see. Now, let's see what it looks like hooked all together. Okay? Okay, the sentence was, I cannot, at this very moment, I will not be able. At this very moment, I will not be able. Okay. At this very moment, I will not be able. That's it. At THS, this very, VE, moment, M-O-M-E-N-T, I will not be able. When we do in a brief form, the word able can be represented just by an A if it's the last word, okay? Okay. Okay, now let's see. Okay, that might be it. Let me make sure. I might have wrote down a few other sentences to follow through and to expand on. Let me see if I wrote any more. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, I've got a few more wrote down here. Okay, I wanted to make sure they're not sentences I went over on the other video. Okay. You can come to the meetings tonight at 5 o'clock. You can come to the meetings tonight at 5 o'clock. Okay? You can come to the meetings tonight at 5 o'clock. Okay, you can come to the meetings tonight at 5 o'clock. You can come to the meetings tonight at 5 o'clock. Okay. Actually, I was a little crooked with this here, and please remember that I'm writing on a slant, and that's why it's hard to get some of these alphabets straight. Okay. You can come, KM, to TU. The is a TH. Meetings, MET with a detached S. Tonight is just TUNIT. At, which is just a T. 5 is going to be FIV. O'clock is going to be OKLOK. Okay? Now let's hook all that together. Let's hook it all together. Well, I say all together. Some of the words will be able to be hooked together. Some of them will be able to. Okay. Okay, you can come to the meetings tonight at 5 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'll have to do any more after this video. I don't think I'll have to do any more series on connecting words together. I think this will be thorough enough, because as you grow in your wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Gregg Shorthand, you will be able to piece words together that you see as you go along, and you'll learn which words can be pieced together. But this gives you a demonstration on how words actually can be pieced together. And please forgive me if I have to keep moving the camera, but for some reason it just got jarred and it's loose or something. Okay, you can come to the meetings tonight at 5 o'clock. Okay, you can come to the meetings tonight at 5 o'clock. Okay. Now look how I pieced it together. You can come to the meetings, MET with a detached S, tonight, TUNIT, at FIV, 5 OKLOK, 5 o'clock. Okay, now the next sentence will be, why should I come pick you up at the meetings? And this will all be able to be pieced together. The next one is, why should I come pick you up at the meetings? Why should I come pick you up at the meetings? Why should I come pick you up at the meetings? That's going to be a question mark, which I was putting the traditional way right now. Okay, let's look at that. Why should I come pick you up at the meetings? That Y, W-I, should, S-H-D, I, it's just an I, come, K-M, come, pick is just going to be P-I-K, U is just a U, up is U-P, at is just a T, the is T-H, meetings, M-E-T, with detached S. And that should be curved a little bit. There we go. Curved a little bit, okay. Now let's put it all together now. Let's put it all together. And I think my camera's going a little crooked again. There we go. Let's write that all together where we don't have to pick up our pen. Okay. Okay. Why should I come pick you up at the meetings? Okay, and put a question mark there, which is a this is Y, W, I, should, S, H, D, I, come, K, M, pick, P, I, K, U, up, U, P, at, T, H, E, the, and then meetings, M, E, T, with a detached S. Okay? But now, once again, if you wanted to just write it, why should I come pick you up at the meetings. I mean, you could write it separate, just like that. And you know, I notice. Oh, Mom, I'm so sorry to have to keep burdening you all with this, but it looks like I might have to cut this lesson short and run down the road and pick up some more black pens here. Let me see if this one will give me again. Why should I come pick you up at the meetings? Okay. Y, W-I-S-H-D, I, come, K-M, pick, P, I pulled the E too far in there, P-I-K, U, up, U-P, at, T-H, meetings, M-E-T, detached S. Once again, it's up to you how you want to, if you want to piece it together or not, but I do think that once you get really good at it, and you kind of get on autopilot, like as soon as you hear the word company, you've already wrote it. As soon as you hear the word yesterday, you've already wrote it. As soon as you hear railroad, medical doctor, when you get to where you can write it just as quick as you hear it, and you're kind of like on autopilot, you don't have to think what strokes to make, then you know, piecing them together, piecing words together will come more naturally to you. You can come. It's as quick as you can say it. You can come. Uh, but once again, it's like anything else, just like in typing, if you remember, it was pick and peck at first, but after a while you got so good at it, as soon as you hear the word, you know which type. It's the same way in Gregg Shorthand. Okay, now let's look at this next sentence, and the next sentence is, it actually reads, it says, I'm so sick and tired of going to all these meetings. I'm so sick and tired of going to all these meetings. Okay. I'm so sick and tired Oh, I'm sorry. I've just now noticed that it looks like my camera has stopped. It looks like it has actually it looks like it has stopped working. So I'm going to have to cut this video short. I must have ran out of space again on my hard drive. I'm so sorry.